Hello YouTube. I've got my Quickdraw deck, like I promised, in my last two videos. A bit brighter now. It's kind of midday here. A bit bored, enough to do, so I thought I would take this and upload it. It's just, if you've seen WK Dad's build, which was towards the beginning of the format, it's basically the same as that, but I've added in a couple of more cards that I felt helpful, and it playtests quite well. It's a shame it's towards the end of the format, because I can sense that the Dandylion could go easily back down to 1, but Quickdraw will still be playable. But this, I don't know, I'm thinking about possibly getting rid of the deck. It's okay, it's a good deck, don't get me wrong, but I think I've played it a bit too much. But yeah, anyway, I'll show you the deck list. Pretty much basically simple stuff: 1 Light and Darkness Dragon, 1 Gorz. The Light and Darkness Dragon is really helpful against most decks nowadays. You kind of just shove it down the field after tributing stuff like maybe 2 Dandylion tokens, say. It's a 28 beat stick, and then your opponent will go Bottomless, and you're like, no, I'm just going to stop that with my Light and Darkness Dragon's effect. And then that's the thing that helped me against deck stable when I was playtesting. But unfortunately, you don't tend to run into him enough, and when you do, generally I can't get him out onto the field. Gorz is, in my opinion, this deck is definitely a staple. Again, I'm going to apologise about the shaky cam in advance because I'm using my phone. So 1 Tytanial and the double Lonefire Blossom engine. This is getting on more towards the Dandylion part of the deck, but if you don't know the lock already, it's basically with the Tytanial and a Drill Warrior. And with the Drill Warrior, you keep hammering you keep hammering Dandylion tokens out into the field whilst getting advantage into your hand with other monsters, say like Caius or maybe the Breeze Dragon, as and when you need them. But then use Tytanial to control the field with the tokens, or maybe a Lonefire Blossom that you still got hanging around. But yeah, a very, very nice combo. It annoys so many people as well, because like in your first hand, say if you just draw into Lonefire Blossom, you're just going to go Lonefire Blossom, sack for another Lonefire Blossom, and then hit a Tytanial out into the field. And then you've automatically got a 28 beat stick, and there's not much you can really do about that. And they might just go Book of the Moon, but 2600 defense is quite large to try and get over. I've got 2 Breeze Dragons. Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. Basically gives you access to dragon-type synchros, generally a Black Rose or an Iron Chain Dragon. But it also gives you access to Starless Dragon and Red Dragon Archfiend as and when you need them. And I did tech in a Blackwing Dragon, but removed him because I ran out of space. I've got 2 Quickdraw Synchrons. 3, I haven't tried 3, haven't tried 1. Always kept it at 2. 2 seems to work. Obviously it's a 5-star, so you don't really want to draw into too many, because otherwise you have to tribute him. And then there's not much else you can sync with other than really the Dandylion. Which then brings us on to double Dandylion. Self-explanatory, really. My tech card, personally, I don't see many decks running them, but it's Snyffus. My mate owed me a couple of things a while back, so I just go to him, if you pull this card, I want it. And I mainly got it because if you look at that, it's quite a nice looking secret rare. But basically it's a plague spreader in the card graveyard. When, say if you just set a Dandylion and you foolish burial this guy to the graveyard and Dandylion gets blown up, you then get this guy back from the graveyard, and then you get 2 puff tokens, and that's already 3 stars worth of synchro summoning. Then if you draw into Sangan or something else, maybe Card Trooper, you mill off the cards with Card Trooper, and then you just hit an Veronica out into the field and just do some more crazy stuff with it. I like Snyffus. He usually works out, and also he's another hamster target. So, say first turn you draw into hamster, you might set your hamster face down the field. Hamster gets attacked by, say, Shura, Snyffus then comes out, set defense. That's instant contest the next turn. And then Snyffus is then in the graveyard for when a plant though gets destroyed. I never find a dead draw, which is quite surprising. I've got one Sangan, gold rare, quite nice. Basically just searches anything you want in this deck. One card trooper, just for milling, just helps with it. Two hamsters. Yeah, you get out these guys with them, which is triple Ryko. Unfortunately, I've only got one super rare, but it is first ed. But yeah, Ryko's a Ryko, right? And it kind of takes us on to the last monsters of the deck. Two Caius and one morphing jar. Morphing jar replenishes the hand. The double Caius is quite is staple. Basically, whenever you run into Caius, generally you can hit him onto the field. My luck with this deck, I generally run into two of these: a Tytanial, a Light and Darkness Dragon, and a Lonefire Blossom. Yeah, that's just how much my luck in general. Onto the spells, I've got two staples, MSD and Heavy Storm. Oh, yeah, you can see they're parallel as well. I've got triple Book of the Moon. I did used to have double, but this deck isn't that high on the beat sticks. So if they're going to go small on the Black Wing, you just Book of the Moon to prevent any of their stuff, and it's just, I find it more helpful, and especially against X saves as well. If they go Rescue Cat and they try and sync up with the Air Balloon and the Dark Soul, you just Book of the Moon one of them, probably the Dark Soul, and then the Air Balloon just gets blown up, and you just sort of laugh at them a bit. Two Pot of Avarice. I did run three. Three wasn't consistent. Two seems to be consistent enough. Just chuck some stuff back in this deck. It basically gives you access to 3 Titanials per match, which is really good. One Foolish Burial, just to shove in the Snyffus or the 5th monster for the Pot of Avarice, or Dandylion, or just a target for Drill Warrior. And one Brain Control, just take control of that monster. What's not good about that, really? Onto the spells, 2 Dust Tornadoes. One Call of the Haunted, ultra rare, first ed. Bit wrecked, but had it a long time. 2 D Prison. I do have one super, but it seems to have more point if you use 2 commons. Just because if not, it looks a bit odd. 2 Bottomless, 2 commons. Quite ashamed about that. Want gold rares or supers, but nobody will trade them, and I have nothing decent to trade for them. So, and then onto the 3 basic staples of any deck, in my opinion. Mirror Force, bit Rex, but that's a Mirror Force nonetheless. Torrential Tribute, just nukes the entire field, basically the original Black Rose Dragon. And then Solemn. That's my main deck. Side deck, it's going to be a bit jumbled up because I haven't actually sorted this out, and I had a game with it yesterday, and my voice went quite weird there. Basically, you got your Catasta, which is, you usually hit for that with the Snyffus. I have got 2 Iron Chain Dragons, but like I said, my side deck is a little bit messed up at the moment. So where is he? There he is. Yeah, 2 Iron Chain Dragons. With the Debris Dragon, you generally run into him. If not, he's a good 6-star target. I might as well show you the rest of these synchros as they're kind of close to hand. Drunk Archer, 2 Drill Warrior, whereas the second one is, I don't know. There he is, 2 Drill Warriors, and a Nitro Warrior, and I think also use a Turbo Warrior as well, just because they're really good. All of highest rarity except from Turbo Warrior. I want him ultimate rare, but I can't seem to find anybody who's got him. Rest of the Dragon Synchros, you've got Ancient Fairy Dragon, Black Rose. Ancient Fairy is used because I don't really know, it's only a card, but it's another level 7 target. Then you've got Double Stardust and Red Dragon. Red Dragon's my favourite synchro of all time. And then just generic other synchros, a Goyo and a Bryo. Yeah. And then I've just got a couple of tokens that you obviously use for the Dandelions and Gorz, but I don't have any special tokens, so I use Phantom Sky Blasts. That's the deck. This is a very long video. Again, I apologise for this. If you feel you can make it any better, just list it below or PM me or whatever. I sense this deck being quite good next format, but it all depends if the Dandylion gets limited again, which I reckon is quite a large possibility. Very shaky cam there, sometimes when you don't look at it. Alright, I'm going to go now. I might upload another video today just talking, because I quite like doing videos. I probably will upload the side deck, but it's over 10 minutes, so it's going to take a while to upload. But yeah, I'll speak to you again at YouTube at some point. Peace out.